Yo, welcome back to One to One Podcast with Shy Boy Jimmy, Brenda, and Jay. This your boy Shy Boy Jimmy.
My daddy Brenda.
Yo, what's up? This is Jay.
And we'll be discussing topics, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture. If you're trying to vibe out, like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for this episode. Much love.
Check it out.
Imagine TikTok challenges for Rock the Boat and 1 in a million.
Why wouldn't LeBron want to play with his son for one?
And the police is not the way to make the city better.
Hey y'all, welcome back to One Podcast. I'm Brenda.
I'm Shy Boy Jimmy.
Let's start over. Hey y'all, welcome back to One Podcast. Say some goddamn shit.
Okay. All right, fine, go ahead. This is Jay.
Welcome back to One Podcast. My name is Brenda.
Hey, I'm Shy Boy Jimmy.
This is Jay.
And we got some special people in the we got some child. Introduce yourself.
Introduce y'all.
I'm sorry.
It's your boy Aaron. It's your boy Dad. What up?
And today we got some conversations for y'all. Y'all know my favorite conversation, relationships. Let's play the clip first.
Do you want a trad wife one day?
Oh, what?
Ooh, a trad wife. No, I don't think he would like it.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell's a
Dude,
trad
can you guys
wife?
explain this to Jared? How do you not know?
A trad wife is like a traditional wife that cooks, cleans, stays home. It's not a bad thing.
Not like
It's just-
stays home.
Stays home.
No. I really like a girl with ambition.
Yeah,
But it's
I do.
also hot if they can cook.
But I think you also want somebody who can cook and clean.
No, the cleaning I'll pay for. But like,
Okay, he's rich.
Do you want a trad wife?
First of all, I want to say I hate that Gen Zs don't ever say the whole fucking word. Because trans is like transsexual, bitch. Like,
She said trad, not trans.
same shit.
You said trad wife?
it's too
Trad,
close.
T-R-A-D.
Oh,
Okay,
trad wife.
So first
It's
off,
short for traditional.
let's go this way. What do y'all think a traditional wife is? Like, what's your definition of a traditional wife?
Traditional wife?
Yeah.
I Some mean, shit you see on TV, like you said, cook, It's- clean, and stay at the crib. Like, I want it. I mean, yeah,
Okay.
because that's kind of like, if I want to speak on it, like, that's kind of what my grandma did. Rest in peace, my grandma.
Rest
But
in peace.
I mean, my
Is it
grandma,
like a stay at home?
my grandma Elois was at the crib. Like my granddaddy Roscoe, my granddaddy Fiso, he went to work. My grandma was at the crib. She was with the grandkids, kids, whatever. Cook, clean. damn, we was bad. All my life.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So
All right. You say it's just the same thing he said, basically?
If that's the but you definition, can of work too though. Like I want you to work too. But I'm Like, saying- I don't want you to stay at the crib. If that's the definition of a traditional wife, just to stay at
Okay,
home.
let me change the question.
mama wife.
Do y'all want a traditional wife? Do y'all want a modern wife?
No, I don't want no traditional wife.
Why not?
I mean, I don't want you to stay at the crib. I feel like staying at the
Hey,
crib, you get bored.
Hey,
Know
but
what I'm saying?
look, I think
Like-
traditional wife just depends on the era and generation you're in. Because traditional wife from
It depends on the money.
1930, no, I think it still
It
depends
do.
on the.
Nah,
think
she
about-
right. It
No, no,
depend
no,
on
no,
that
no.
bag. Because if
But-
you got that bag, you can
But look,
afford to
let me-
do that.
But I'm saying, let me explain what I'm saying.
You can
though, like-
afford to have a traditional wife.
I say, let me explain what I'm saying though. Traditional wife back in like the 1950s, 60s is different because one, women's rights were way different back then
That's
compared
true.
to now.
Yeah.
Some women weren't able to work certain jobs
Mhm.
outside of like nursing, teacher, nursery or whatever.
Well, my
Exactly.
grandma ain't grow up in the 19. She did,
No, I'm just
but
saying like
you know
the
what I'm saying?
sense of traditional wife. Like when you say
Oh,
that,
true,
people
true.
will like look
Okay.
at like 1945 and be like, "Oh, that's traditional wife." Like that wouldn't make sense today though. Traditional
Nah,
wife
facts.
today could still be a stay-at-home wife, but she might also have a business on the side.
Oh,
She
bro.
might also just
Might work from home.
might work from home, might just work remote. You know, so it's different.
That ain't no
Yeah, that's not
goddamn
traditional
work from
then.
home is a fucking job.
That's what I said.
But it's not no. But when I say that though, it's not necessarily like your income is needed for our household to be sustained. It could just be you just doing it to do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a
How
hobby,
your
like-
own bread.
Like how do you say like the stay-at-home wife becomes like a realtor when her kids get 18, so she has something to do with her day.
Okay.
Exactly why I don't want a traditional wife.
Why?
Yeah, that's what I Because said. all you just pretty much said is once these kids get grown, I'm bored. I need something to do.
No,
Oh,
I mean that's real. Like that's what I say it's different.
I personally, I want a wife that's like,
But my OG wasn't no traditional wife though.
I want like,
None of our OGs are traditional
Nah.
wives.
My mama a stay at home wife right now. She don't do nothing but get up at 5 o'clock, cook for that man.
But
But
that's
now,
but that's in later years though. That kind of
that's
that
true.
makes more sense
That's
to me.
true. Okay.
Like Yeah. like I done already worked, raised my
Okay.
kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to do nothing.
Okay.
I kind of want a wife that's like go be doing what she want to do. Like I want like I got my business, I got my job, or whatever. She got her business, she got her job, whatever. Like we all like it's like a partnership. Like we doing this shit together. Like I want her to be happy. If she want to be a stay at home mom, then okay, you can be a stay at home mom. But it's like if you want your business, you want to do something, then do it. I want her to be like he said, ambitious. Like I want her to have dreams and goals and
Yeah.
aspirations. Like I don't want her just sitting sitting around waiting for me to get her a check. Cause
You
then
feel me?
like I don't want her, like I don't want to be the one handling every fucking thing. Cause then like something happened to me, what you and the kids gonna do? Like how the fuck y'all gonna live? So I just feel
Do
like
y'all feel like these conversations? I feel like on some very real life shit. A lot of these conversations are had in communities that can't afford to have a stay-at-home wife.
I feel like
I'm saying because like
no, that's fact.
like CEO type men that have like Steve Jobs type, like they like, you get what I'm saying, like they can have a stay-at-home traditional maid, but like not even traditional, like you got a maid, but like she just doing whatever, like she don't have to have a fucking bitch because I got this.
But you know what's crazy? But you know what's crazy though? Traditionally, a lot of people come from two parent households where they both work.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Working
like
in our life.
Like I'm saying, he talking about
modern times. Yeah.
But I'm saying no.
My OG had 3 jobs.
We like.
Bro.
I feel like in the black community, let's say that, because it's some white motherfuckers who were born into some rich, like
you're
know
rich.
What I'm saying? So I'm just saying. So like a lot of times we having these in our community where just like. Of course we can't fucking do that because like
you know it's crazy.
But that's all fantasy. Like,
do you think so? Like,
I don't think that.
It's CEOs of buildings right now that like.
You said it in our community. Who a CEO in the community?
Steve on the fucking building.
That's Steve, bro. But
but
I'm saying traditionally, most of us we both got to work.
Yeah,
my grandma, as traditional as she is. You know what I'm saying? Cook, clean. She worked all her life. She was the oldest of all her siblings.
That's true.
So it's like,
I just wanted to chime in, like, because I mean, personally, I think I'm the only man. I'm the only one here that wants a traditional wife.
Probably.
Steve, hold on, Steve.
You probably.
I let Steve fucking talk.
Come on, Steve.
Steve, say what you got to say.
What's your definition of traditional wife?
My definition of a traditional wife is a submissive wife. Honestly, submissive.
You got it.
Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily mean you don't work. Submission. In a godly sense, like where the wife submits to the household, technically the husband, but the household is her priority. She can work, she can run a business, she can do whatever, but she also need, like,
at the end of the day, make sure the home is good.
If she can manage to do that while taking care of the kids should be the priority, basically.
So what you gonna be doing while she doing all that?
He working.
So you just working, that's it?
I'm working and also taking care of the kids too.
All right.
And he taking care of the crib.
Cause I feel like that's the thing when it comes to traditional wife. Like, first of all, traditional, like, what's the definition of tradition? It's like something that's passed down to generation to generation.
Hey, so
but like certain shit need to change because like it's a different generation.
I
feel like when you're talking about it in your sense, it's like because at first it sounded like you was gonna say you want her barefoot, pregnant, cooking her food and like stuff like that. I feel like that's kind of crazy. I feel like a woman should be able
to everybody is different definition.
Yeah,
somebody might want barefoot.
I was gonna ask though, hey Steve, not to be in your business like that, but like, do y'all go like 50-50 everything, or you take care of the crib? Like,
I don't even got a girl, shit.
Oh.
But
So
I mean, you mean,
but when it come down to
in
it,
this
like,
situation, if I were to choose a wife, it wouldn't be 50-50. No, I
so
would
you
pay
got
for everything.
Okay, for sure.
If she had her income would be for her.
Oh wait.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm putting it out there right now. I'm putting it out there right now.
For now.
50-50. You go to work. I go to work. You both
bro.
putting the money in the pot.
Wait, okay,
bro.
look. I feel like these 50-50 conversations, it'd be like so because like for us, I think when women hear this, we think men think that we think like y'all want us to pay all the bills. For us, it could be like maybe it's
that's what I hear.
A 70-30 or you get what I'm saying? Because
It's
like
never
I don't be hearing those
if it's
70-30.
50-50, bitch, you better not come here trying to put your foot down about shit because bitch, we splitting everything.
Now,
so like you gotta pay the 10% more than me if you want to have that say because like why are we splitting?
Yeah, realistically.
So my daddy, how we ran our household, he paid the bigger bills and my mom paid the little bills.
That's how it was at my shit.
So that's how I'm like, yeah, like we like everything ain't on you, but like I want to pay the little bills and you pay, but like if shit happen, like you fall down, like yeah, like I want to be able to pick up that fucking slack. But I feel like a lot of men when they hear this, they like no, like women just want us to pay all the bills. Like no, but if you airman want to have disrespect and woo out the band, but you want to go 50-50.
But you gotta be in a certain position though.
But that's what I want to explain too.
Position,
I think that's the problem with the conversation. I think a lot of people believe like when you say 50-50, oh, we gonna sit here. How much this? How much this? Like it just means like if I contribute, you contribute. Vice versa.
But a lot of men don't hear from that like that though.
Yeah, and that's even like within the household. Like I'm a grown man, I know how to cook clean, so it's like I can do it, you can do
exactly.
it.
Like nowadays,
you get paid, I get paid.
Yeah. Bro, nowadays men are cooking and cleaning the crib, taking care of the kids. You know, some
y'all
men
date men, how y'all know?
I was gonna
No,
say,
I'm a man.
I don't know.
Wait, no. Hold on.
Who don't know how to boil no fucking noodles?
I cook it. Hey, Brenda, I cook and clean.
I
Okay,
can't
that's
cook,
you.
but I could. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't expecting a woman that you got to cook every meal I
that's
chew
not-
on
I'm
today.
just
No.
kidding.
I could do everything else.
Yeah, bro. But I was a man raised like that.
Well,
But
yeah,
like-
no, because my daddy, he didn't know how to cook, but like shit, we was Salisbury steak and rice us to death. Like, look, a meal is a meal.
So no.
Hey, so
Let me-
also,
Nah, but
Let me ask this.
Go ahead. Let's
So,
ask
I
your
want to ask
question.
Brenda.
Okay.
So let's say you in a relationship with a man, and he like, do y'all want? Is submissive a word y'all describe to a woman that you want?
I think submissive is
It's a
fucked
good
up
word,
Okay.
and I like to go deeper because
Women hate it, though.
submission goes both ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask the question. So basically, if you was going 50-50 with a man, how likely are you to submit in any situation?
Not really.
I'm being very realistic. Like, I feel like because I do, like, I like to talk a lot of shit on the internet, but like on some very real life shit, like I'm looking for a submissive. Like, I want to be able to submit to you because submit to me is just like you leading me in a direction where like I know you have, like, you're not leading me into a pack of wolves. So I have no, even if I am going, if I meet you and we work at the same fucking job and we making the same exact money, I totally understand we got to split these bills and shit like that. So like I have no problem because submitting to me is just like internally, like you make me so fucking secure. Like it's like I know that you have my back. Like even if like you can get it when you need to get it and shit like that. So like I'm fully open to being submit. It ain't even like you got to pay all the fucking bills, but like how do you mentally make me feel? Like can I mentally like feel secure in this shit? So like I feel like when people say submit, like y'all, like if you put submit in money, you a hoe. Period. You somebody buying your coochie. Like like on some very real life shit. So like cause submitting is something like for me it's like godly. Like that should go back to the Bible. So for me, like, yeah, we can split it 50-50, but like how do you ultimately make me feel in this fucking 50-50 ass relationship? Like you ain't finna be 50-50 and treat me like shit. Right. That's crazy. I'm not saying
like
bro.
like I said, you're not nitpicking every 50-50. And then as far as like the submission and basically what you're talking about, like being a man that's protective or leading.
Yeah,
that's not always about money. Like there are life situations. Like, hey, I need to know what you're thinking. Like, how we supposed to move in and out of these situations?
Yeah.
In my mind, it's like, but I think a woman and a man live a completely different life for the most part.
For
So
sure.
when the woman doesn't have to worry about the financial things, she can take care more so of those things where she actually needs to. Like, I can't do certain things for my kids. Like, I don't think I have the muscle to do certain things. The same way a woman would have a muscle to do certain things.
Moms have like a monthly instinct and stuff like that. So I totally
But
get that.
I'll give an example like this. So if it's 50-50 financially, like you work, I work, we just all put our money in the same account, right? But if let's say I'm the man, but I'm good with money, like, yo, you put this here, we put this here. That's a form of leadership, cause like, oh no, my man good with money, so I'm gonna just put it all in a pot, and then I look up, no, we good. Oh, this in this account, this here, we saved it. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but those are conversations you have to have when you go deeper. It can't just be like, oh, you make, because like I said,
they have surface conversation. I'm like, this is you gotta go like that's like 2-hour, 3-hour conversation because like you can't say submit. A lot of people use submit. I'm like, y'all was hoes. Y'all was really prostitutes.
And like they say, somebody can make a lot of money and be like, bro, but you blowing it on whatever.
Because I was gonna say sometimes too, like women. Sometimes the women could be making more money than the men. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the same time, like the 50-50, you know what I'm saying? Because like I was going to say, my mom worked 3 jobs. Bro, my mom was making way more than my dad. But my dad was still taking care of everything in the crib. Like my mom was only paying the small stuff.
Yeah.
You feel me? So my dad was making sure he was extra hours, shifts, whatever he needed to do to still be in that leadership role and make sure that, you know what I'm saying, the crib was taken care of.
And see, that's why I think like the role, like saying like a traditional wife, or even go to a traditional husband, is like back in the day, that was kind of like pressed upon them because of the times they lived in. So as a man, look, you got to take care of your crib. You can't expect a woman to take care of it for you or help you out because they can't even, work regular jobs. They got to work certain jobs only. Now versus today, okay, women can work any job a man can, right? She might be better with money than I am. Like you said, I might make more, but you're good at distributing this money. You're good at paying the bills. I'm gonna make sure you get the money so you can take care of things. So you're designing the roles you guys are in. So that's a tradition like different now. Like,
but I feel like it's all different because like some people, like say for instance, both of y'all and y'all both financially literate. So sometimes for me, it's just like like when I be looking for a man, it's just like because I can handle some shit, but it's just like when I'm at Z, bitch, I need you to pick up at A and like go through the line with me too. So like I feel like that's what really get me because like I'm like, how can you problem solve for me? Because like I don't want to be with no nigga and I'm telling you about my day. You like, damn, that's fucked up, that's crazy. I'm like, god damn, like so like. like it's like a problem solving. Like I need you to like let me see what your mental is. Like if we is in this forest, like how the hell like what's your problem solving skills?
And that's an example. You have to go through something with a person to figure that out.
Yeah,
So
bro.
for the women looking for a man that just either provides 100%, it's like if you just coming into the situation like, oh, he got all this money, we good.
And then
but it's like
That's
if
what
we
we
get,
want
but
expert,
like I said,
yeah,
but
that's
if we
what
get
we
into some shit and you find out like, oh, this motherfucker can't
Yeah.
think his way out of
Hey, but
a
look,
cardboard box. What the-
That's only one aspect. So sometimes people think, okay, this is traditional man because he makes a lot of money, but he's not a great leader. He's not really.
I don't think they say that's
No, some
traditional man.
people-
What Kevin
I'm
Samuel
saying, like,
was calling
some-
they a top tier man.
High
That's what
value
they,
man.
Yeah, that's
But
what
I'm
they
saying
call
that's
it.
I'm saying that's what some people confuse it for.
Okay,
I'm not calling it that.
okay.
I'm saying that's what some people confuse it for. Like, oh, because you make X amount of money, you're a traditional man because you're making it so I don't have to work and financially I have freedom. But you're probably not a good husband.
Mm-hmm.
You might not be a good leader, provider.
I
protector.
always say that.
I'm saying this-
I say men who leave with their money, they have no character. They
At
have
all.
no depth. They have no. I'm like, if every time you be like, yeah, but I can do this and I can do that. It be like this nigga's. I call them an airhead man. Like you an air. That's all you got.
And then look, you
Like,
can say that vice versa.
When
for
that
women.
money run out, like you fucked. Like
cooked.
Hey, look, you can say that vice versa.
No
for women, right?
survival
For sure,
instincts.
yeah.
It's some women to be
And-
like, I could do some womanly things, but it's like, well, are you a great mother, nurturer?
Yeah.
Are you
Bro.
empathetic?
Yeah.
Are you able to talk to your kids, your family, and like understand them without judging them? Like some women aren't like that either.
Yeah. That's
And
true.
you know, for me in modern times, like knowing women go to school, get their education, and pursue certain careers, I want a woman at least while we're together. At some point, I need you to feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
And what you, I went to school for all this. I'm trying to do this because I don't want it to be like, oh, I gave up all this to be
a
your
mom.
yeah.
It's
like,
I had
nah.
saw something on TikTok too. I had just recently saw this, and somebody in the world of like, I want to be a stay-at-home wife. Somebody was just like, it was a lady that just like, I don't want my husband just to go to work and just come home and pay the bills because then he feel unfulfilled too. And I feel like I have that mindset too. Like I even said it when we was talking on the pod one time. Like I really want, if I'm with somebody, like I want you to be able to cry with me and shit like that, because like I feel like that's what a partnership is. And like men are always just like, oh, you can't cry to, like I'm not telling you to cry to every bitch, but like the person who you decide to really lock into, like you should be able to cry in her shoulder and cry and like really be there. And I feel like that's what I be looking for in partnership. Like I remember I had asked man, like if something was to go on right now, who would be your first call? He told me his mom. I said, oh, I ain't for you, because I'm just like, I don't want to be in something like that where like you calling your goddamn mama before, and like we were like 3 years in, I'm just like, oh, I'm not your person, and that's fine.
Yeah, he still
Hey, no,
doesn't
that's
call his OP?
crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
So
yeah,
at that
that's-
moment, it was like a reality check. I'm like, this shit ain't going no goddamn
bro.
where. And like, I had to explain. I'm like, this not going. I'm like, it was time when he was like, he ain't had $20 for gas, and he was asked his mom. I said, hold on, that was like a broke ass couple. And it's a lot of games I
bro.
play, but and I'm just like, even if we into it, you can call me because like I want to be that person for you. And like we were 3 years in having this conversation, but at that moment, I was just like, okay, I'm just not your person.
I used to
think
be like that. though.
Hey,
on my
hit the applause button for Brittany because she snapped.
Yeah, y'all always trying to eat me up in here. I got a brain. I just like to be an airhead on my.
But I like that though
I
too
think,
though.
I think personally, it has to be like a communication, like a partnership when it comes to marriage. Like I'm not married. I don't know. I just know like a few married couples or whatever. But I feel like all you all actually explained it properly, because like for instance, what James was saying, like if he good with money, he got a lot of money, but he don't know how to manage it, the wife can manage it for him.
Yeah.
So I feel like it has to be a partnership. It's just like, and then one thing about the word traditional and submissive, like I feel like traditional is like what's traditional for you, because like everybody got their own definition of traditional, but it's like what is it for you, because like what you learned growing up could be different from what somebody else learned growing up. So that word tradition might be fucked up. But then submissive as well, because like somebody might be like the alpha male or whatever you want to call it, like how all them the red pill niggas or that, like they might be thinking a different way when you say submissive. So when you say submissive, like what do you actually mean? So that the words can be confusing on different levels to everybody get their own definition.
I would argue that
So-
it has to be like traditional, not from recent history, from all of history. Like, women generally were caretakers; they were submissive. Men were generally supporting them; they were the support. They were the infrastructure that kept the family afloat. But the woman would be in that infrastructure taking care of everything.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying
But
about
to
that. But then
piggyback
it's
off
like,
of James though, is that because back then that the rights of the women's was not the same as the men's too, so that's why they had
Yeah,
to
like
succumb
I
to
feel
that.
like
before it
it
was
all
civilization.
goes back to
Yeah.
that.
Partly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
if you go back to the Stone Ages, the women weren't hunting.
That's the thing. I was supposed to go back to that because like the man would actually out hunting and bring a food back. The women would cook it and do all the stuff that needs to be done. But I just feel like when it comes to 2025, we are in a whole another year. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a different generation than what it was back then. So like we just have to understand what is right for us and our relationship and make sure that we're happy and we're at peace with our own relationship. So like that's a trad wife or a traditional wife might not be the same thing throughout the whole everybody's era or whatever.
Yeah, I think the perfect example
now.
for me, Kev on stage went he went on an interview with somebody and he was, I think it was the Breakfast Club, matter of fact, and he was talking about how like how he got into comedy and stuff like that, and he was just like he would have proposals and he would give it to his wife and his wife would go over it with him, and like he said like he had lost his job or something like that, and he was just like, I just want to pursue comedy, and like not only did like, of course she like, nah nigga, we got kids, like, you know, but she was just like, you can pursue comedy, but I need to see like what income this gonna bring in, so you got to get a job. But like she didn't like downplay, like even if she felt like it was some stupid shit, she didn't give that to him. She was just like, you got to get a job because we got kids, and he just wants to sell the house, and she like we ain't gonna sell the house, let's rent the house out, like, you know, it was just, she just like turned his ideas into and like when I saw that shit,
gave them different perspectives.
when I saw it, I'm like, this is like literally what partnership is. I'm just like, when two people really come together and they really want to see each other, girl, like when he was speaking on that shit, I'm like, god damn, like that is a great fucking marriage.
And I like that example on both sides, because like I said, you got a wife that can, you know, come up with ideas to help our family,
but he had the plan.
But I also like the fact that you got a man that I didn't start off like that, but I had an idea one day, and once I feel like, oh, we on this together, I got all the confidence I need to like. So,
but like you said, it all starts with communication, though.
Yeah.
And people really don't be knowing what their own intentions be sometimes. So like, you could have those type of conversations and people just telling you what you want to hear, but whole time they own intentions, they don't even really be knowing what they. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you got to be more action based, and I'm big on that. Like I be like, when you meet somebody, you know, they want to play 21, I'm like, I'm not finna fucking. I'm like, you gonna tell me everything I want to hear. Like I don't want to, like, I really want to have. I'm a conversation person, so like I can have a conversation and I'll be like, this nigga's really bullshitting me. So like, you know, so like playing 21 questions. Anytime I'm in, I'm like, I'm not finna.
And that's why you gotta sit back and
like,
watch out.
A man to be like, what's your at 31? They be like, what's your favorite? I'm like, favorite color, bitch. Like what?
That's why you sit back and you gotta watch how somebody moves. Like how you move. Same for a man. Like, oh, a woman kind of like, I cook, I clean. Like, okay, cool. But I'm gonna sit back and watch how you really move.
Cooking,
like, not even that. You could cook, but I'm saying, how do you really move? Like, how are your emotions in certain situations? I gotta know. You know what I'm saying?
But overall, I just feel like when it comes to a relationship or a husband and wife, you have to understand who you with and who you want to be with. Make sure y'all like coexist and like align and like make sure y'all principles, all this stuff. Like if you don't believe in God, why you dating somebody that don't believe in God? Like if you
stop trying to change people for who they really are.
Just be 100% who you are and make sure that y'all combine.
But can I say this?
Compromise. Come on, man. Earth the kit, man. Compromise.
If you are looking for a traditional wife who want to just sit in the house, you get them your black card. I am your I am your fucking
I'm just
girl.
saying, you gotta be in that position.
Can I be an airhead for you? Maybe
you gotta be in that position to do that.
She just lied on.
I didn't have whole conversation.
Why? Because like you tell me, like
we know
traditional wives have to shut up.
Let me ask you that though.
Let him finish. Let Aaron get the last statement.
Let me ask you that though. Like if that was the case, like if your husband was really doing all of that, doing everything, like take care.
Can I shut up? No.
No, I'm not. Not even. Can you shut up? It's just like, how is that enjoyable for him? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that really doing for him?
Look, we had this conversation before, and I said some men are what word did I use? Y'all was
generous.
Generous. Some men are generous men in this
That's
world.
too generous.
They didn't believe that, but like I'm saying, like when you in a certain caliber of money,
bread,
I feel like because I done dated a man and like he didn't have a problem just sitting like I wasn't begging, but like when I had something, like he was just like so I'm like it is generous men in the world who like money isn't an option. So I feel like sometimes we have these conversations and we be thinking about our own wallets. It's some men who just like they don't get off for like here you go, like whatever, you get what I'm saying? So like I feel like these are conversations we can't really have because like I'm always thinking about my wallet, like hell no, I can't just break.
When you talk about that, it's just the fact that like who that man is and who he want to date, who he want to be with. So like
it's really generous man out here. He can meet you on the first date and like and I don't feel like it's a goofy thing. I just
that's
feel
how
like
I feel. Like how are you that generous to give what you worked for, your whatever, however you came up in your bag or whatever?
Easy to in. Like imagine you was born
Come on,
into the
bro.
world.
Money don't come that easy,
But, yeah,
folks.
Like
some
Drake
people
say, I
are
gotta leave
born-
you with memories that last.
Some people are born
bro.
into money, so it
Okay,
do come
yeah,
easy.
true,
So it's
true,
just
my
like
fault.
some people like can be born like, for instance, Blue Ivy. They was born into money. They
we
done
getting
set
off
they
topic.
they done set their ass up for life to the point where it's just like they may not, like Kim Kardashian, like they may not never need a fucking job because like how they were set up. So money is coming eat. Like they can do whatever the fuck they out here just inventing businesses that don't fucking make sense. Like they can do
So-
whatever they want.
He want to what the question was would you like a traditional wife or traditional husband? So I feel like when it comes to that, it's like he has to figure out which type of wife or husband they would like to have. It's like you just because he's generous don't mean he want to marry you.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you is looking for one, I am available.
Oh my god,
You looking for a trick? Hold on, wait.
That's it.
No,
That's
wait,
it.
wait. She looking for a trick, y'all. This
Y'all see how I
one-to-one
flipped that?
podcast.
That's it.
I
That's
just
it.
feel like
y'all.
I just feel like if a man doing all that though, like I don't know, like how is that making me?
I
Like,
don't want a man like that because like you buying every woman like that. That's the man that's trying to buy you. I'm just saying, but if you is looking just to spend some money.
All right, look, that's one-to-one podcast with Shy Boy Jimmy, Brent, and Jay. If y'all want a traditional wife, traditional husband, leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Let us know what y'all think. Shout out to my boy Aaron for pulling up. Shout out to my boy Dad for pulling up. Shout out to my boy Steve from the producer box doing his thing. And much love for y'all. Peace.
If you vibe with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We here every week dropping knowledge, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture.
Catch us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts to never miss an episode. And make sure to keep the conversation going. Leave your thoughts in the comments or hit us up on social media at WTW Jimmy and Jay.
Yeah, man. Stay blessed. Stay 100. And you'll catch us next time on One-to-One Podcast.